first guest tonight was voted most likely to succeed in high school. And this morning, she was named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. So I guess that they voted well, I guess. You can see her in a new season of Black Mirror. It is on Netflix now. Please welcome Rashida Jones. By the way, congratulations on being so influential. One of the most 100
most influential people
in the world.
In the world.
You can't forget the
for this year until next year when I don't influence anybody. Your haircut's
That's exciting,
very nice,
though, isn't it? It was a surprise, right? They don't tell you?
They tell you. They tell you. Yeah. They tell you a couple months in advance, but they don't tell you who else is on the list.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I was this like 10 years ago, and no one told me.
Oh, they didn't?
No one mentioned it to me. I was surprised by it.
And did somebody write something about you?
I think Ben Stein wrote something about me,
nice.
actually. Amy Poehler wrote about you. I saw it.
Yeah.
It was really nice what she wrote about you.
I didn't know she had written anything, so that was
so that was the surprise part of it.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, there it is right there. There you are. Renaissance
Let's read
woman.
it real fast. No.
Yeah. Rashida Jones is a graceful and grounded example of open-hearted flow. Wow, that's a compliment. I've never heard that compliment before.
I know, it's so sweet.
Open-hearted flow. Is that like a thing I don't know about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
I understand it, but I never heard anybody say it like that.
I think, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we've been friends for such a long time.
How long have you and Amy been friends?
Probably like 25 years.
How did you meet Amy?
We met, she was on SNL, and my good friend Mike Schur, who was a writer on SNL, I would go see him and loiter at his work, and I met her at like a party.
And that's where you met Amy. And then years later, here she is praising you in Time 100.
I know, it's really
She said you live life is an adventure for you. Is that true?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm not like a skydiving bungee jumper.
What do you think she meant by that?
I think she means like I do have a kind of insatiable curiosity. Like I'm interested in things. Like I find people like endlessly fascinating, and I like to travel, and
I met a guy who works for an auto parts company.
Yeah, okay.
He's from Winnipeg.
Tell me more.
I really think we should talk to him for a while after the show.
Great. He sounds fascinating. I'm curious.
Yeah, I know. It is interesting. It's funny. If people sometimes think like, oh, you can't possibly really be interested in that. But I could go through every item in his auto parts store and want to know what it was.
There you go.
Is that how you are?
Yeah, I am.
So I guess life is an adventure for me
also.
That's
right. Now you can start saying that about yourself.
Yeah,
Ben Stein can say it.
I need Amy to say it about me is really what I need.
Let's see. Amy.
You were on Amy's podcast, which was fun, and you guys were talking about something, and this is how this I can't relate to really, because this is how I know you guys love working together and really enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
Because while you were shooting Parks and Rec, you guys came up with
we got one.
You came up with, while you're doing a real show, you came up with a pretend show.
Yes. Yeah.
And not only did you guys come up with the show, which was called what? What was the title?
Philly Justice.
Philly Justice.
Philly Justice.
You came up with Philly Justice. Oh, they don't know that one yet. You guys, wrote a script for the show.
It was an obsession.
You shot scenes for the show.
This, to me, speaks to the amount of time you have in between scenes. Like, this is the life of an actor, where you shoot for 10 minutes and then you hang out for 2 hours.
I see.
And so you have time to consider and then write and maybe just shoot a fake show.
And not only do you write and shoot a fake show, but you take fake publicity photos for the fake show, Philly Justice.
So the idea is that we were like an ABC, like a peak ABC procedural legal drama, like a David Kelly legal drama. We had character names, descriptions, we had backstory, and then the writers for Parks stopped writing episodes of Parks and Recreation and started writing an episode of Philly Justice. It was an absolute, ridiculous.
Was anybody mad that you guys were doing this?
Who's mad? The bosses were doing it.
Oh, the bosses were the ones doing it.
Yeah, the bosses were doing it. There was nobody to be mad.
Where are these scenes? Will anyone ever get to see them?
I have a feeling we're creeping towards a moment when we get to finally see Philly Justice.
For real?
Yeah. I think wait no longer. I think everybody's wishes.
What are you guys waiting for? How long has it been since you did that?
It's been over a decade. I don't know. The obsession is just built. It's built now. Like there's now. It's like it's.
You
a
might
little
have to
bit
make
more.
a movie called Philly
You might
Justice
have to
now.
Make a movie.
And what's Philly? Did you guys you really tackle any particular cases, or is just you had the premise?
There's
general?
a lot of like I object to nothing, and then a lot of like steamy romances. Like
What was the show you loved most when you were a kid?
Ooh, so many. I loved sketch comedy, and I loved like parody news shows. I loved Not Necessarily the News. Do you remember that show?
I do remember that show, the HBO show. Oh,
Yeah.
you had HBO.
Yeah,
We didn't
I
have
had
HBO.
I know.
So I knew about it, and
Yeah.
I saw pictures of it,
Yeah.
but I didn't actually get to watch the show.
Yeah.
That was your show.
That was my show.
That's a weird show for
It's
a kid
weird
to love.
Show. I loved SNL. I loved I loved like SCTV and
The best,
you
yeah.
know.
But how old were you when you were watching Not Necessarily the News?
like 8.
Well,
I really appreciated a wit.
you had to be their youngest viewer.
Maybe. It was definitely not for me.
Did you?
That was not the
It
audience.
was not, not necessarily for you.
No,
yeah,
exactly.
Did you have a T-shirt or anything like that?
I didn't have a T-shirt, but there was a segment on it. God, nobody's even gonna relate to this at all. But
The guy who was in it, well, Rich Hall, yeah,
You know Rich Hall?
Sniglets, yeah.
Sniglets.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was obsessed with Sniglets.
Uh-huh.
And so I wrote in a Sniglet.
Oh, you wrote a Sniglet?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Of course I do.
Oh, please share it. Now, you should explain what a
Okay,
Sniglet was.
Sniglet was like a fake word that should be a real word, but they were always like really silly. I can't remember.
They
any
were
of the
so
real
good.
ones.
They were very clever.
They were very clever. Mine was an 8-year-old version of that.
Okay.
So mine was brushroids, which was like hemorrhoids for toothbrushes when your toothpaste gets stuck at the bottom of a toothbrush. Just the film.
That's
That's
good.
not bad, right? For 8, that's not bad.
Did he read it?
No, I didn't get one response. No.
How do you even know where to write?
I don't know. It was like, you like look in like a magazine or like, I don't know. My parents were in the business. They probably, I don't know.
They probably had an assistant figure it out for you.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Did you as a kid, were you active like that with things would you call into the radio stations and try to win concert
Prizes?
tickets and stuff like that?
No, but I do remember in my 20s, pre-Shazam, I was with some friends and we were trying to remember a song that I was like, oh, I love that song. What is it called? What is it called? I mean, remember the time when you actually couldn't figure out what the song was?
That's right, yeah.
So we called, it was like 10 p.m. on a Saturday, and we called a radio station.
What radio station did you call?
I think it was K-Earth.
The oldie station.
Oldies.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like, what was like the soft rock? Because you were...
Coast.
Coast. It was KOST. Yeah.
Coast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Coast.
Right.
You were a DJ.
At K-Rock.
Right,
Yeah,
at K-Rock.
yeah.
Different vibe.
No, we didn't answer the phone.
What were you busy doing?
God, you know what we were doing?
Yeah.
We would we had a rubber band and we would just snap each other in the nuts. Until one day it went horribly wrong and we
Sure.
stopped. Yeah.
Sure.
So that's what we were doing while the phone was ringing.
Sure.
What was the song? Do you remember?
Should I try to sing it to you?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Hum it to me and see if
Okay.
I remember it.
This is one of my favorites.
Is it an oldie? Can you give me the era?
It's yacht rock.
Okay. Oh, this is me.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything lasts forever. I don't. Near the end. Oh, it's Kenny Loggins. Yeah. Here we go again. The only way is if I do right. Yeah. No, it's. Yeah, it's Kenny Loggins,
Yeah,
right?
Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart.
Yes,
Yeah, Heart to
Heart to
Heart.
Heart. Very good.
There you go.
Very good.
Did the guy figure it out for you?
He did.
Okay.
He did. He figured it
See,
out.
that's
It's been on every playlist since.
And those guys have been replaced by an app. Isn't that the saddest thing?
So sad.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to see a clip from Black Mirror. Rashida Jones is with us. We'll be right back.
And then they push it into the wax chamber until it becomes... Anyone? Bobby.
It becomes honey.
That's right. Honey. Kids love honey. That's why parents love Honey Nugs. Whole grain chunks covered in golden Tupelo honey. The sweetest way to start your day. Honey Nugs from Ditta. And can anyone tell me something with honey in it? Mickey.
Honey nuts.
Honey what?
Honey nuts.
What are those?
The sweetest way to start your day.
Okay, if you say so. Anyone else?
That is Rashida Jones in Black Mirror. season 7, which is on Netflix now. That's pretty good. I mean, what can you say about the episode?
It's not the greatest way to start your day. It's bleak.
Yeah.
It's bleak, but it's really. I mean, it's like, you know, it's about a really kind of normal couple who has this tragic thing happen to them. I don't know if anybody watches Black Mirror, but you already know, you know the tone, you know what you're getting into. But and it's great. And anyway, they have this thing happen to them, and they have to make a really hard decision about like inviting some tech into their lives, as they do on Black Mirror. And the effect of that is that she starts running ads.
Yeah, she starts running ads.
She starts running ads.
And doesn't even realize
And doesn't realize it.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that you watch and you go, oh, that might happen.
Oh, no, that's happening.
Yeah, it
that's gonna
probably
happen,
is.
yeah.
But maybe not quite as overt a way, but it is
Yeah.
probably happening.
Yeah.
Do you were a fan of Black Mirror, I assume, before this?
Mega fan.
Did you
Mega fan.
reach out to them and say, I would love to be on the show, or did they coincidentally reach out to you?
No, I did. I mean, I did. I watched the first season of Black Mirror that was on in the UK, and I have a friend who knew Charlie Brooker, who created the show, and I cold emailed him out of nowhere, and I kind of like ingratiated myself into his life, and I made him have a Skype with me. I was like, will you please talk to me? And then I ended up writing an episode with Mike Schur in season 3 called Nosedive.
Oh.
Thank you. Which is about the social rating system with Bryce Dallas Howard was in it. And then, yeah, it was like anytime, anywhere, like let me be a part of Black Mirror, however
So
I can.
you've been writing the television shows for your whole life, really?
That's right.
Did you tell them
Oh
about
my
the sniglet?
God, you really put this together, Jimmy. I haven't even thought about this.
See that?
I hope
Maybe
I'm not
this could be a
stalker.
Black Mirror episode in itself.
That's true. That's true. I'm just looking for a job. So sad.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thank
Yes,
you
nice
for
to be
coming.
here.
Rashida Jones, watch her
Thank
in
you.
Black Mirror. Season 7 is on Netflix now. We'll be back with Bill Simmons. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.